Hello children, we will start the lesson Mauritius. We have finished the first part of the lesson. So until 10 paragraphs we have completed. 11th paragraph I am going to start. So let me explain the 11th paragraph. Before explaining, I will try to read it. The people of Mauritius shuddered to think of the night the cyclone struck them. On February 6, 1975, a 320 kilometers broad howling wind moved in at some 255 kilometers per hour. The eye of the cyclone alone, I am told, was 48 kilometers wide, and it churned the country for 2 days, relentlessly flattening everything that stood, smashing windows and doors, tearing up rooftops, uprooting trees and bringing them down on buildings. So here the people of Mauritius, really they are so afraid of this cyclone. So once especially it happened on February 6th, 1975, a king cyclone, a big cyclone. It means that it was very big. The effect was very big. So much destruction took place when this king cyclone had struck this Mauritius island. Okay, on February 6, 1975. Even the intensity of the cyclone also, it has been mentioned here like this. Okay, and he destructed, this cyclone had destructed entire Mauritius. Whatever standing, so that has been pulled down by this cyclone. We can imagine how the cyclone will be. We know that what is cyclone and all. Imagine they have given the cyclone name itself as a king cyclone. King refers to big, right? That much authority, that much power. So with that intensity, it has struck the entire Mauritius island. So even uprooting the trees, even the trees have been uprooted. With the roots, the trees came out. Uprooting means along with the tree, along with the roots, the big trees and all came up. So we can imagine, we can think that much, how much the cyclone had affected the Mauritius island. And even whatever standing was there, even the rooftop, the big buildings, everything have been fall down. Okay, all the things that were standing, they have completely fall down and they got smashed because of this king cyclone. Now, of course, the island has recovered from the devastation. So, it took place when it was taken. So, it happened on February 6, 1975. Of course, after that, the Mauritius island could recover from the destruction. Okay, whatever loss happened, they could able to restore everything. But the valley of the dead trees gives me a fair idea of the enormous violence with which the cyclone had struck these people. Okay, who are actually quite used to facing these storms, as they are an annual event in Mauritius. So it has become annual event for them, the cyclone. But only big ones come. When these big ones comes, once in 15 years. Okay, for 15 years these big ones come, but every year they will be facing such type of small cyclones. Even in every place we will be having, Bangalore also, every time it will be facing. Every year we will be having so many cyclones. Right? We are facing. But not that much destruction as Mauritius has taken, isn't it? So that's what here every 15 years they will be facing such type of big cyclone, that is king cyclone. But of course they got recovered everything. They restored the thing and all, whatever they lost, so they got it back. But still, the one valley was there. That valley has been filled with the dead trees. So that shows how much destruction, how much violence happened because of this king cyclone. but the big ones come only once in 15 years. The sad part of it is by the time the next one is due, the memory of the previous disaster fades or nearly comes to be believed as a myth. Okay, still they were not able to forget about the old one, but next one will be ready to come. The next big cyclone, king size cyclone, it was ready to come for them. Still it is not at all gone from them, from their memory. Still it was there, the remembrance is there. The past effect of that king cyclone, whatever happened, those effects still were there in their memory, but still another second cyclone, the second big king cyclone will be ready to come and hit the Mauritius island. So that was the greatest tragedy, and this king cyclone always it scares the people. So again trees are planted in congested areas, tall buildings come up, the plate glass picture windows are fixed and rooftops are put up with an eye on elegance. So everything they have demolished, the buildings and all, they did everything, they reconstructed that, and I mean rooftops have been fixed, everything, the tall buildings, the trees also planted, whatever they lost, whatever the destruction happened, they cleaned up everything and they restored it back. They began, I mean repaired everything, they have repaired. But sure enough, at the end of the 15-year period, the king cyclone appears promptly on the horizon to surprise the people of Mauritius. Okay, sure enough, at the end of the 15th, they are so confident that, I mean they believe generally, they have that much belief that generally this 15th year, at the end of the 15th year, this king cyclone will be waiting to come and hit the island. Okay, at the origin you know, right, the border sea level will be there, the edge of the sea, ocean or edge. So from there the cyclone will come, the clouds will be coming out, right? So through that they will be expecting this. Okay, more this year, the 15th year has come. Now we need to face the big king cyclone. So that much fear is there in their hearts. So Mauritius Island, as the people of Mauritius Island were scared of this king cyclone. Then a coral reef runs all round the island parallel to the shoreline, keeping the historical waves away at a safe distance from the beaches. The calm turquoise blue lagoons of Mauritius thus have become world famous. Okay, and they are still and calm like lotus ponds and are delight to those who like water sports such as scuba diving, swimming, surf riding, speedboat racing and yachting. So in some places the sea is so shallow there is even horse riding. Okay, so these are the things that happens in Mauritius Island. The people near to the seashore, no, so they have this type of lagoons will be there, turquoise blue color lagoons will be there in that, and even these people will be having sports. So they have fun also, they have the entertainment, they such type of different types of what is that sports they will be conducting. The sea sports, they are called sea water sports, we know, right? So they will take small boats and they used to have the race, like a running race on the land we will do, right? So they will be having the boat races and different types of boat races. They will be even horse riding, they will face everything, they will play, they will have that fun in the Mauritius Island. And my wife and I, not being aquatic, we watch with amusement the avidity of the tourists from all parts of the world, extracting every bit of fun that the magnificent beach could yield. So here this my wife and I means what? Who is that? The author. I refers to author R.K. Lakshman and his wife. So they are not being aquatic, but they wanted to enjoy that aquatic life. It means that so they wanted to go inside the sea or ocean, so that they can see what is the beauty of the seashore, sea, undersea. Submarines, if they take submarines, they can go under the sea, right, and they can enjoy the fish, beautiful fish, all the aquatic organisms, things will be there, living things will be there, different types of fish they can take, and even different types of animals will be there. So they wanted to see that. So that's what they did in order to go inside the see what they have to do. So they just did like this. So we step into a glass bottomed boat carefully without getting our feet wet, and go on a cruise to observe submerged coral reefs. So they enter the glass bottomed boat will be there, no? So underground is boat only, but it has a bottom will be made up of glass, the transparent glass, so we can see whatever is happening outside of that glass, right? So water will not come inside because the entire thing is closed with the glass, so water cannot enter. So they entered into the author and his wife, they entered that glass bottomed boat. And it went inside the coral reefs, means inside the water it went, and the marine life, so that they can see the marine life, no? So I see seashells, no? They are inside the water, and so they are enjoying that. So what he could able to see? He could see some seashells, we know, right? On different yellow sands were there, yellow sand, we know, inside the water, inside the ocean. So we can imagine how beautiful different types of colors of water, land, sand will be there. The sand is so it is yellow color. And to start with, little undefinable creatures. So even the author cannot define such type of creatures were there, even those was there. And stray bits of seed flowed by, seaweed float by, so many different small bits, small organisms were there, small insects were there, they are all floating in the water. And alarmed crabs scurry for shelter, even so crab, you know, right, even they are also making sound, and they are also running here and there in order to get the shelter, because these people have went inside the ocean, no? So that's then comes the skeleton like formation of coral. The sea deepens, pale green bushes, slimy white blobs big as pumpkins, lobsters slithering and snaky forms. So different types of green bushes was there, white colored blobs, big pumpkins, so many different, we can imagine different types of aquatic animals were there inside the, even not only animals, not plants also there, plants also different types will be there. Even sometimes we will not be able to identify which is animal, which is plant, right, because we are not familiar such type of animal, the aquatic life of the sea, right, we are not familiar. If outside on the land, mean we can identify which is animal, which is plant, isn't it? Even sometimes small, if we go to the big parks and small insects will be there, we can't identify whether that is a plant or whether that is a leaf or a plant insect, right, that much there will be different types of shapes will be there. So even he had that experience. As the bird moves further into the sea, the scene below turns eerie, and among the jagged rocks the coral jungle becomes dense and huge and is dapped with a brownish moss. I see shapeless ugly creatures crawling in the dark depths of the sea covers. I feel unblinking eyes were watching us from below the giant mushroom. Okay, giant mushroom, like growth all over, headless animals pretending to be plants, stuck in one place, sway from side to side in a ghostly manner. A cold shiver runs down my spine. Okay, so here as he was moving inside the the glass bottomed boat he took, no. So as they were moving from one place to other place, so the scenes outside the sea, outside the boat was so beautiful. So he was explaining everything. Even he could see ugly creatures, shapeless ugly creatures he could see, and it was in the different colors also he was watching, and he could experience some animals which have no head. So, and they are pretending like plants, that I don't know. So, the animals itself, they are pretending like plants. But he could understand they were watching them, some blinking, the eyes were blinking. So, he could able to identify that is animal. So, from that they are like a ghostly manner, but as he was moving like that, so he could feel so cold on his back. And all of a sudden, standing out against the darkness, a school of fish, colored bright lemon yellow with black bars, all overwhelming groups. Was along their sides pass majestically by cheering up the whole world of the overwhelming gloom. Further on, I see the coral branches tipped with a peculiar blue light, like hundreds of candles dying out. Plenty of colors coming now. Okay, what are those? Violet, yellow, pink, green, postbox, red, and fishes with hideous spikes all over their body, fishes with long tail, fishes with battered faces, all of them with the damned look of the condemned souls. Cries cross our path in a word, toilet a la against a nightmarish landscape. Okay, here as some more description he has given. What is that? All of a sudden, what happened? Darkness against out, standing out against darkness. So maybe it was evening time. So suddenly he could see so many fish came there, and they were like a yellow color, black boats. We can imagine, no, we might have seen different kinds of different colors of fish. So that and all he was explaining here even. So where he could see, so different types of coral branches were there. So there peculiar blue light, like hundreds of candles dying out. So at that time how it will be? So it was so beautiful for him, and plenty of colors, not only one or two colors, plenty more colors he could see, yellow, pink, green, even postbox red, violet color, that many type colors fish he could able to see. And fastening, so it was dark, it was becoming evening, so he thought to come out. He need to leave the place, no, he need to come back to India. So that's what happened. Immediately he was fastening his belt. He began to tie up his belt. So fastening my seat belt, preparing for my return flight, I vaguely think of the future of Mauritius. So immediately he was thinking about what is the future of Mauritius, what could be the future of Mauritius. Like that he thought, will it be able to preserve its pristine charm? So now at that time he experienced the beauty of Mauritius. So he was thinking, is it possible for Mauritius to keep that beauty forever and ever? So he was thinking like that. Okay, whatever the beauty is there, will it be there for long term? Like that he was thinking. It has no population problem now. So at that time, no population, like how our country is going like anything, no population is growing like anything. So but of course because of this the disease and all, so we lost so many people, of course. But here it has no population problem now. With its 8,50,000 people even spread over, there is hardly any unemployment question, yet people seem to live fairly well at all levels. Okay, only 8,50,000 people. Only 8,50,000 people was living in that Mauritius island. Okay, even the government is aware of all these advantages, but seems to feel a certain nervous about an economy so dependent So dependent basically on a single commodity, sugar. So it is eager to have foreign entrepreneurs start their industries here. So even the government is aware of all these things, because what are those, if people are less, so it is advantage only, right? So they can develop different industries there. Of course it is famous for sugar canes are more, right? So they can export these sugar cane industries, or they can start so many industries there. So they have that idea. Okay, so he was thinking about the future of Mauritius Island, and also the government, that is the strategies of government in order to improve the island, Mauritius Island. So with industrial growth, okay, then with industrial growth, living space will shrink. If they have started to improve the industries, then what will happen? Okay, the living space will get reduced. Shrink means reduced. Cars and trucks will increase. So we can expect that if industries are growing like anything, then car place, whatever place is available now, so free space, everything will be allotted for parking places. Living place will be reduced. That's what. So cars and trucks will increase. Their roads will have to be widened to take the load. The price of land will go up. That's common, right? Definitely. If industries are growing means definitely the price of land also will grow. The cost of the land will be increasing. So normal people could not be able to buy the land for constructing their houses. So cost of living, pollution, unemployment, slums, taxation control. So everything, as usual, how we are facing the problems, everything will be there if population grows. And not only that, especially if industries growth, if growth happens, industrial growth happens, so all these problems will occur. Oh, all these thoughts come to me from force of habit. Okay, so he began to think all these things once for a while. And enlightened people can of course guide themselves away from all such evils and still preserve this paradise on earth. Okay, if the people who are active and who are broad minded, so okay, if they are well educated and good at heart, so they can preserve this paradise. What is the paradise? The Mauritius, the beauty of the Mauritius, they can preserve it for safely on earth. Okay, they can save the island from all such evils. They can control this traffic, everything, the cost of living, if they are enlightened. Okay, if they are knowledge person. Then I turn hopefully to the window for clouds. So he is back. He returned to the flight. Now he is in flight, and he began to think like that and all. But anyhow, I turn hopefully to the window for clouds to entertain me. So he was towards window. He began to see. So that in the flight, right? So flight, where the flight will go? In the clouds. So in the sky. So definitely will be watching the clouds, the shapes of the clouds we can see. That's what he had seen. So they were entertaining. Yes, definitely the clouds will entertain, and we can, at the beginning of the lesson also we have seen, right, the different shapes of the clouds he began to compare. But the sun has set. Okay, but it was night, it has become night, sun has set, no? So he couldn't see that many clouds as he could able to see when he was entering the Mauritius Island, because at that time it was morning. So it is dark outside, and I shall be in India in a few hours. So he thought, he's telling that, so within few hours he will be back to India. That's what Mauritius Island lesson. Okay.